Stand with the light or drop into darkness at Florida's best anime convention. It's MetroCon 2017. Faithful vs. Fallen, featuring 4 days of events, panels, and special guests. The Ghosts will play with the Metro Star Party. Ignite the heart at the Metro Fire Show. Relax yourself at the Fantasy Masquerade. Laugh it all off with Metro Night Live. Search for fame in the Rhythm City Chronicles. And choose your side at the Anime Human Combat Chess Match. And that's not all. Be sure to shop for swag at the humongous dealer's room. Dance the night away at the Metro Massive Rave Party. Compete for glory in one of several contests. And of course, meet some amazing special guests. This year's guest lineup includes artist No Flutter, cosplayer Pikachu, Blue Eyes Dante, Bunny Fox Bear, Catarata Cosplay, D. Cossard, Aaron Hurst, Mew21, Ollie Roo Cosplay, fight choreographer Kyle Rowland, YouTube star TJ Omega, singer Caleb Hiles, and Jonathan Young, Ray Chase, Max Middleman, Robbie Damon, Paul St. Peter, Mary Elizabeth McGlynn, Christina V, Vic Manana, MetroCon favorite Scott McNeil, and the man himself, Steve Bloom. So head to metroconventions.com to get your tickets today. Then meet us at the Tampa Convention Center August 3rd through 6th, 2017 for 4 whole days of anime fun. It's MetroCon. Keep the gear turning on.
Into the midst of this conspiracy steps a small group of heroes. Their adventures will take them far to the north and into the heart of the Empire. They will be both Catspaw and Foil. They will be embroiled in politics and war. And they alone will save the Empire from its greatest enemy, the enemy within.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to The Enemy Within, live here on RVTV. How we all doing, everybody? Yes, folks, it's time for another exciting Warhammer action live here on RVTV. I'm the Shades, and I got the boys with me, Matty Jay, Mike Shell, BioHybrid, Mildra the Monk. Guys, how we doing today?
I'm doing pretty good.
Yep, doing good here.
I have a dentist appointment tomorrow morning.
Oh, you poor bastard.
It's just a cleaning, but knowing my luck last few years, I just want it to be a cleaning so I could fuck off and go off to Japan World Heroes without a goddamn hitch. Thank you very goddamn much.
Better knock on wood. I think you just jinxed yourself.
Been doing that all freaking day.
I knocked on wood for him as well, just for a little added protection.
You'll be a dentist. You have a talent for causing things pain.
Why do you love he was just talking about this pre-stream?
Yep.
You were saving that, weren't you?
He was saying it if Matty brought it up.
As the GM, very often I have the angel and devil on my shoulder.
Yeah, you had the devil for a couple of rounds last week. Jeez. Kill the Matty. He's taking the spotlight. But we must keep the Matty. He's funny. No, we must kill the Matty. Then I'll be star. Yes, I just turned Mildra into Gollum. I am sorry.
I think you just wrote down something.
I am, for the last fucking time, I am not Harry Kim.
That reference went totally over my head.
Voyager.
Star Trek
reference.
Voyager.
Oh, I haven't seen enough of that to get it.
Just watch some of Chuck's reviews on the matter when it comes to Voyager. You'll get it eventually.
SF Debris.
SF Debris, and
Yeah.
yeah.
when you've watched as much Star Trek Voyager as he has, you start to notice some things about some of those poor characters, and poor Harry Kim, dude. Oh, that poor bastard.
Well, even he wasn't happy with how that turned out.
No.
But anyway, so when we last left off, you guys ended up getting your asses kicked by a few assassins.
Hey, we survived.
Yeah. Yeah. Barely, but we survived.
Fair enough.
So, I've yet to beat up a fucker with another motherfucker.
Give it time. Like you said on Friday. Slow build.
Oh yeah. And I'm sadly wrong about a thing. Fuck you, Vinny. Fuck you, Vinny. Moving on.
Moving on.
Hashtag save for the rest of the guys.
Also, just so I can get this out of the way, duct tape.
Yeah. Those watching the G1 like Mildra and myself are doing are laughing your ass off right now.
Oh.
The rest of you, Toriano versus Kenny Omega. Watch it, and you're welcome.
Also, don't piss off Red Shoes.
Yeah, that would go without saying. Moving on.
Yep. But anyway, so the next morning came, and this is going, and I should note that that the whole tracking the days thing, that was the last day I'm doing that.
What? No. But I had the Law and Order thing ready. Aww.
Sorry.
Fine, you get one last one. Today is the day of the Menagerie. There.
Feel better now?
No.
Damn it.
But just about the same.
As you head downstairs to the tavern end of the inn, you do see that there's quite a few people sharing a bit of gossip because of how big of a deal this sort of thing is. There's going to be a few more nobles coming in from some of the nearby provinces, Tabenheim and Middelheim especially, since those are the two closest major cities to Averheim. Plus there was rumors that for this presentation somebody brought in there was the whole thing with the demigriff, which you guys already knew about, but apparently somebody also brought in a blind cockatrice.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Why did it have to be blind?
Well, blind.
Actually,
so it doesn't, if it's blind, because that way it doesn't turn anyone to stone.
Fair point.
I know what a fucking cockatrice is.
Crying.
Yeah.
Think of Medusa. Think Medusa, but less sexy.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Somewhere the FASPCA is crying.
All I'm gonna say, Bio, is Medusa was hot, and then you look into her eyes, and that was it.
And that's why you wear your sunglasses at night.
Unless she's pimping the nitro cologne for men, then you just complain about it stinking.
Yeah, Bobby.
Anyway, looks like there's a big crowd at our sale.
Yes, perfect place for a trap. This is
quite obviously.
So the question
At this point, I just want to find a table, eat breakfast, and stay quiet for just a few minutes.
Well, we have to.
Hold on one second.
Uh-oh. Something tells me he got called away for a moment. Always at the best time.
Oh no.
Sorry about that. Needed to adjust the lighting in here a little bit.
So you could read them notes there. You know, them notes there.
Mm-hmm. Well, that and I'm getting a little bit less natural light at this time. And anyway,
as I was trying to say,
Yep.
because I was trying to respond to Whistler, is like, yeah, we must prepare ourselves physically and mentally, my friends. This is going to be a very tiring day. We need to plan out.
Which is the reason I'd like to have 5 minutes of peace and quiet so I could prepare my stomach to have food in it.
And while Whistler is doing that, I myself have some errands to run. I shan't be long.
You both do what you must. I will prepare our tactics for tonight. I want to make sure we have cover as much ground as possible so that there's no chance they can sneak past us.
See you soon.
Indeed.
And I'm running off to the nearest apothecary.
all right, getting the stuff you had talked about before we went live.
Yep.
All right, that'll settle that. It does now. As far as what Whistler is eating, it's probably a case of boar, bread, and potato.
I basically yelled, "Wench, give me the ham and taters!" Big old boar, smoked, of course.
Ow. It doesn't. Shortly after you finish eating, before you even have a chance to settle down, and the worst part is the drink that you had, which was just going to be some milk. It's way too early for ale.
Of course, and he's smart enough to not drink beer in the morning.
I'm pretty sure there's probably a few dwarves who would argue with me on that.
Of course.
I'm just waiting for someone to call him a milk drinker.
But let's put it this way: the last time he drank ale, it was yesterday. It was the last day in gameplay, and he got his ass whipped. At this point, he's just going, playing it safe.
I'm just waiting for the next person to call him milk drinker going to get smacked in the head.
Of course, someone goes, Snickers. You want to know why I'm drinking milk this morning? The Snicker disappears.
Yep.
I thought so.
Now, while they're reveling, I'm already at the apothecary. Good day, sir.
Good day, sir. Good day.
Isn't
Good day,
it?
Father?
I was wondering if you might have some healing draughts for sale.
I have a few, actually, but for a member of the cloth like yourself, I think just a simple healing drought won't do. Yes. As he grabs a chest in the back, and you see that he's got four healing draughts. That the bottle design looks like something you would see from the dwarves. So you can either I have the normal stuff which'll dull the pain, or I have the strong stuff. These are the kinds that you only get under the mountain. Normally these are reserved for people like Ironbeards. Don't ask how I got it.
I'll take the lot.
You've got the coin?
I put down 2 gold. Also, I'm in the need for some herbs.
Oh, there's many kind of herbs, my lord. What kind are you looking for?
I've been doing some studying on an herb called Gesundheit.
I think I've got a few of those. He goes to the back, and You see him grab a what looks like a small sized bottle that's got a bunch of herbs that are very dried up and a bit powdery. That should be enough to cover you for a week. I know it doesn't look like much, but this stuff is kind of strong.
Got you. So how much will that be, my good man?
It'll be a few shillings.
Well, I pushed the 2 gold toward him. That should cover everything.
You see him messing around with an abacus. Yeah, that about does it. Anything else? Anything else?
Nope, that should about do it.
But pleasure doing business with a man of the cloth such as yourself.
Likewise, Sigmar be with you. And then I take everything and then head out back towards the tavern.
Right. In the meantime, as that is going on,
and by the way, Matty dropped.
Fuck.
Give me a minute. I'm getting back in.
All right, carry on.
But right in the middle of the tavern, all of a sudden a guy who very much looks like he's got a voice starts ringing a bell and says the Regent of Averheim calls for Oliver Sifley to stand before court and company.
All right, whose head do I bust for bringing up my downtime? What?
Are you? He looks up, and the first thing that you notice is that even though he's got a loud voice, he's kind of small. I'd say he's only about 5 feet tall. He looks at him and goes, Are you Oliver Sifley? I will take that as a yes. Your presence has been your presence as well as that of your companion, Mr. Aristeo, is requested at the keep.
On what grounds?
On the request of Marcus Bearfaust.
He wants to talk with us again. Very well. Let's find out.
Yeah, but notice he went for my name first. Does that strike you as a little weird?
Admittedly, it does seem a little out of place, but let's find out what he wants.
Lead the way, little man.
So the two of you end up heading to the keep, and although Aristeo, as you're going by, and you happen to see the stables and one horse that seems a bit out of place, and another one that seems a little bit unruly in his stable.
Looks like someone needs a good taming. Interesting.
Anyway, you head up, and normally you would head straight to Marx's office, but he's waiting for you in the main hall, which is a bit unusual. Though of course the throne in the area is completely empty, because even though he's the de facto leader of this city, he does not consider himself regent.
He just sits there for official business, not the unofficial official business. Makes sense.
Yeah. He says, two of you have finally arrived. Then the one thing that you do notice is that there's a man in blue and gold armor standing beside him who, by his appearance, you can very much tell he's not from around here.
Oh, I don't like this. What did I do? What I did it was an unofficial business.
Whistler, allow me. So, what calls us here to this day?
I would like to say that it had to deal with an update, and I have been informed that you will be at the Menagerie, which I have been sordidly invited to as well. It seems that the upstart in sorry, words. It seems that the upstart von Kaufman has decided to invite even a swordsman like myself to his little gathering. I guess he sees it as a boon that a hero of Blackfire Pass would deign to show up at his Menagerie show. But there is a formality that needs to be addressed. You see, I had to. What kind of leader would I be if I did not do a background check on the people working alongside me?
Of course. Listen, the people I killed were on a competitive field. It's all legal.
And at this point, I just freaking elbow him. You shut up before you incriminate yourself for something that probably isn't wrong.
I am not incriminating myself.
Then shut up. My apologies. Continue.
It seems that this man is one of the preceptors for the Order of the Knights Panther. As it turns out, Mr. Whistler, you have a very interesting lineage that I was not made aware of until a few days prior.
Wait, what? Wait. What?
Yes, it was a surprise to me as well. It seems that shortly after the Crusades, a early founding member of what would become the Knights Panther had sired a son. That son would stay in a garrison in Araby, and would have several descendants over the next 500 years. One of those descendants is your ancestor. Thereby, you are by that lineage, you are a member of nobility.
What?
Well, this day certainly just got interesting.
You mean I'm a royal heir?
Oliver Siffley, step forward.
He's got that look of like, what the fuck is going on? What? Okay, fine. I'll step forward. Just He's still stuck at what? He's processing it, obviously. It's caught him off guard. You, sure this isn't a trap?
The preceptor, you see him unsheath a sword that by its very appearance you can tell that this is a sword that's not meant for combat. It's ceremony. Because know that now I, a preceptor of the knightly order, by right of arms, by crown and by country, do now dub you with our sword, and by all that you hold sacred, true, and holy. Once for honor, twice for duty, twice for chivalry. I dub thee, Sir Oliver Siffley Chanson, Knight of the Order of Panther.
Obviously, he kneels and he takes it. I'm like, up. Wow.
But before that, he goes, however, it will not do for a knight to dress in such a unseemly manner. The preceptor looks at Marcus, and Marcus just nods and goes, "Come with me. I'm sure the men at arms can arrange something for you here."
And here I thought the day would never come that we could. And I just look at him like, I thought the day would never come that I'd see you dressed up in any kind of garb.
I know. He's got a smile on his face, but he's still bewildered. I'm like, you're gonna pay for that later. Also, I must, I have to warn you. I have to warn you that. I lost what I was about to say. It's not Chancellor, right?
No, it's Preceptor.
I must warn you, Preceptor. I'm a fairly tall gentleman, as you can plainly see.
Hammer steel enough times, and you can make just about anything worthwhile.
That is indeed true.
And now
of course, he goes to follow. At this point, what other option he's got?
He's had with Whistler. You're effectively heading to the quartermaster's room because you're getting some new gear, whether you like it or not.
Hey, at this point, he's like, you know what? Let's roll with it. At this point, he's gonna roll with it because he's still recovering from the fact that he's got that his daddy's granddaddy's granddaddy used to be a knight. Also, what?
And I just look over at Bearfaust and I go, well, I expected this day to be full of surprises, but this was certainly not what I was expecting.
Okay. Has to be said. So you're a knight? An honest-to-God knight?
Yes! Yes! Spaceballs! I am a prince! I'm an honest-to-God prince!
Now, I assume by now Falco should be getting back to the tavern.
Yeah, but in the meantime, Von Brenner, I have one other thing to attend to. He hands you a scroll.
Huh.
I may not be able to, because of my position, I may not be able to assist you as directly as I'd like. But that scroll should be able to help a bit. If you read it, you see that it is a writ of permission that you are to be granted the use of one of these stable horses for your use in service to the Empire.
Well, this day just gets better and better. Thank you, sir. I shall take this with honor.
You did well. So as you head to the stables, the one thing that you're able to hear is a bunch of arguing from the quartermaster and from Whistler because he finds out that he has to get some armor set up for a guy who is a bit
7 foot tall and you can't teach that. Moving on.
Yep. But you end up heading back, and you end up seeing that horse that you saw before. He's calmed down a bit, but still is a bit wild looking compared to the other horses. Well, these are the ones you have available, Sir Brenner. Choose which one you'll be working along with.
Well, obviously, I'd take a quick second to look at the other horses in the stable just to see if there's anything else that jumps out. But realizing that none of the others do, I walk up to this wild horse, and I go, "You, you're not as wild as they think you are. You just need someone to prove that you just want someone strong to ride you, don't you?" As I immediately go up and basically pet the horse and assert myself a little bit with him.
All right. Let's have a bit of fun with this. All right. I'm going to have you roll a ride check. This is going to be a difficulty of. Let's go with 1. So ride is an agility check.
Yep. And I actually have ride, so I get an expertise die out of that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, rolling.
Did you make sure to? How many challenge die did you put in that roll?
1.
All right, just making sure.
Yep. You said it was a difficulty 1, so.
Mm-hmm.
2 success, 1 boon, 1 Sigmar's Comet.
All right, as you approach it, the thing that surprises everyone else is that he doesn't even try and rear up or kick you. It's like, hey, I think he likes you.
Of course he does. He's looking for someone strong, not just physically, but mentally as well. He's looking for someone with power in his mind. And he senses it in me.
Well,
just
then.
like I sensed it in him.
What do you dub him?
Out of character, I actually forgot what we named him. Can you type it out in the chat for me?
No.
I don't think you did.
Oh, shit, you're right, I didn't.
What color is he?
Improv.
Yeah.
What color is the horse, Mildra? Maybe I can help out here.
It's a brown one.
Yeah.
Male or female?
Doesn't matter. Probably male though.
Let's think. Oh no, I did actually.
You're not naming it.
No.
You're not naming it Silver, though.
I wasn't going to. No. Actually, I do remember coming up with a name for it. I can sense I can sense you're a fast person. Fast horse. Just like the speed of a bullet. So I think I'm going to call you Quick Shot. How's that sound?
He seems to nod a bit.
Glad you approve. I think you and I are going to get along just perfectly.
Out of character, I was gonna go with friggin' Auburn.
Oh, eventually, after several bits of after at least one or two bouts of wrestling between the two, you see that Oliver has come out decked in his armor and is followed by a warhorse. And for the record, Oliver's new look, this, which hopefully you can see.
Except it's blue and gold, not red and gold, obviously.
Yeah, and I'm not good enough at shop to fix the colors.
It's not coming up.
Nope.
Yeah.
It did come up on my end, though.
It came up on Matty's, but the rest of us don't see it.
Yeah, you might want to do that.
Do that voodoo
There.
you do. I don't see it still.
Up here. It comes.
There it is.
Oh, wow.
Check the sheet list there, Bio.
Alright, here we go. Ooh! Woo-hoo.
Wow! Well, aren't you looking spiff?
Well, I'll be honest. It's going to take me a while to get used to the helmet. I'm a little more freeform in my fighting. But I must admit, shiny. I look good. You know the difference between you and me? I make this look good.
Matty!
Shades, let him have this one.
Come on.
Fine. You get a pass.
Enhance your calm shade.
And let's be fair here. I quoted the first movie, not the other two.
That's true. Also, Bio, I suggest you shut the fuck up, or else I'm going to enhance your calm.
We get along so well.
Oh, yes, we're just the best of friends.
Anyway. Back in tavern, I'm like,
Okay.
where are the other two now?
No idea. There was some announced. Bearfaust called them to the court for some reason, so I have no idea what happened to them.
All right.
Oh, by the Helden Hammer.
Shortly after that, the two of them end up coming back, and everybody is staring at Whistler. Then again, everybody stares at the big guy, so that's not too much of a shock.
It's like looks at the big guy going, "What? You didn't even shiny armored dude walk into a tavern before?"
And I'll go up to Whistler and says, "Okay, who did you cheat out of that get-up now?"
It's a long story, my friend. It turns out there was more to this big loof than we actually thought.
Me too. Believe me, I'm still at what right now. But apparently, my daddy's granddaddy's granddaddy was a knight in the Order of the Panther.
Lord of the Panther. Run across one or two of them in my travels. Fine fighting brigade they are.
Yeah, they cool. Didn't think my abilities were predisposed, shall we say, gentlemen.
Yes. We both actually came out of it pretty well armed. So much, in fact, that now I was actually saving some gold for this, for what I just picked up, but now I have some extra gold to spend. I might be upgrading my arsenal very soon.
Speaking
And hey,
of
check it out. Armor plate. Wait, I could run into people and crush skulls with it.
Speaking of gold, as to what I was doing, I took the liberty of getting a little bit of preparation for our menagerie, and I hand each of them one of the healing droughts.
All right.
Ah. I appreciate a man who uses his brains instead of just his muscles. Good thinking.
Now, these are a lot stronger than the one I gave Whistler yesterday, so use it sparingly.
Duly noted.
But anyway, it's coming to about the time of the menagerie.
Well, hold on. Before we go any further, there's still one last thing I need to pick up.
Oh yes. Which you end up going to one of the smith shops nearby the River Aver, and you see one guy who even though he's a bit stocky, he's not a dwarf, but you can tell he's definitely the guy who makes his weapons.
Afternoon to you, good sir.
Afternoon to you. He says with a bit of a grumble.
I was hoping if I could find some upgrades to my arsenal, if you have some time. This old pistol's a family heirloom, but unfortunately it's wearing thin, and I need something a little stronger for what I have planned tonight.
You need something stronger, huh? I think you came to the right place. Let me see what you got.
I carefully show him my pistol.
These are good, but reloading's a pain.
Don't I know?
I think I've got something a little more. I've got something a little more on the edge for that. He hit his back knee shook. He puts down a pistol that's it's Empire designed. It looks like, and it has the bull symbol. It goes. These are fresh from Kislev. You need something pretty tough to endure the cold up there.
That is true.
They're repeaters.
Ooh, and I pick him up for a second, take a look at him, examine him, and of course, knowing my family history, I can easily tell the quality of these guns pretty easily. Pretty sturdy, good grip. Trigger seems pretty strong. Yes, I think this will do nicely. These will do. You have two of them.
He puts a second one up there. You do note that they're slightly heavier, but that's to be expected because these aren't single shots.
Yeah, I was already aware of that. Yeah, it's got a good weight to them, but again, given their repeaters, that should work out nicely. I'll take them. How much?
Hold on 1 second.
God dang it, my encumbrance isn't changing now.
$12 gold.
A little pricey, but given the strength of these things, I think it's worth it. Pulls out 12 gold out of his pockets. Hands them over.
A well-placed shot with one of these might be even able to take out a black orc. Not that I'd suggest picking a fight with one.
Yes, a good brain is necessary to wield one of these guns. And trust me, I won't be making that kind of mistake. But I know before long I'll be facing some tougher adversaries, and something like this might just come in handy. It's a pleasure doing business with you, sir.
Likewise, it's rare that I get somebody who actually knows how to shoot the right way straight. everybody around here just uses big swords.
That's my family for you.
Well, may you not miss with those things.
I don't intend to.
I'm just going to mention this out of character, but black orcs are a lot bigger, a lot angrier, and even other orcs are scared of them. It's usually a case of put them in a cage, let them out when the fighting starts, and then get the hell out of the way, because because all they see is just things that need getting chopped, whether it be humans or other greenskins.
So basically, it's like finding a death claw in Fallout.
Yeah. And anyway, as with that business taken care of, everybody meets back in the tavern, and you find. And it's getting close to afternoon, which is about the time when the menagerie is taking place, and it is going. Hang on, I'm trying to find where specifically on the map it's going to be. They have repurposed the grounds nearby the Son of Solon Theater, which is going to be so right around here is where everybody's meeting up.
All right.
And you see a bunch of nobles, because apparently the idea is that he's going to bring them all there, and then take them on a guided tour before heading to his mansion. Because again, half of this whole menagerie thing is for showing off.
Because when you have that much money, what else are you gonna do with it?
Well, that and Kaufman. Keep in mind that Kaufman had just come back from an expedition to the south, and is planning on showing off some of the things that he brought back with him.
The medieval version of the vacation slideshow.
Yep.
Like I said, when you have that much money, what else are you gonna do with it? Buy a bunch of expensive shit and then show it off to the other rich people so you can feel like you're worth something.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, after that meeting, and he leads you on a tour, and eventually heading to his mansion, which one of the main things that you see is the giant hedge maze, as well as where a lot of other artifices are being kept, making the area look a bit like a zoo. And let me move. Hang on a second. Let me move you guys over to the Menagerie area, so you can see a bit of the garden. And you do see a few familiar faces and some new ones. Von Kaufman is of course there, trying to show off his collection and increase his influence. You also see his right hand in Kurt Weiss, who's never going to be too far behind. Marcus Bearfaust and his right hand woman Arta Schaefer are there as well. For those who forgot Arta Schaefer, well, there you go. Conrad Maurer is there as well. Also, Lady Clothilda.
Looks like everyone and their mother's here tonight.
You also see some of the other nobles, which Clothilda points out. You see that man over there, the one who seems to be a bit flamboyant. That is Theodosius. He's of House Teutonhagen. You look over and you see a lean man of 30 with red hair and very obvious whiskers. Alongside of is a leering wizard named Dagobert, and alongside him is his personal jester Hogweed.
Good lord. For some people, money's the only thing that keeps them relevant, I guess.
You also see a few members of... Can we just try to stay spiffy?
Mm-hmm.
Let's not stir stuff
basically,
off.
anybody who's anyone in Averland is at this thing. And although oddly enough, you also see way in the back is a very cold-eyed looking woman. Basically that. Although with the swords sheathed, of course. If you guys can see that.
Yep, we see her.
Yeah.
I wouldn't approach her if I were you. As you know, Falco, you can tell by some of the symbols that she has on her uniform that she's from the Silver Hammer. She's a witch hunter.
Oh Lord. She's with my order.
Ah, that explains a lot.
Best not to get too close.
Trust me, dealing with one of you is bad enough.
Funny.
No. Just mentioning this out of character, Falco is the nice end. Witch hunters are the standard setters of do not fuck with me.
That's what. So that means my line's a lot more appropriate than it already was.
Yep.
Just dealing with one of you is bad enough.
Aristeo, I've been promoted recently. I am a disciple. These people are the real deal.
Oh, rest assured, I'm not going to do anything stupid. I'm just... you learn a lot by...
Keep your mouth shut and then move on to the next person we need to be introduced to. Lady, we're moving on.
As far as the exhibits, like I said, you do see the cockatrice, and there are two good things that can be said. One, it's not that big. It's not that big. It's only about the size of a full-grown adult, and also you can clearly tell that it's been blinded. With both the normal eyes and the eyes on the serpent end of things. You also You also see that in one of the other cages is a big ass spider. And I say big, I mean about as big as a car.
Out of character, let's be thankful Eddie K is not here right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as big as 2.5 ollies.
Yep. Another one has the sign that says Southland Carnivorous Snapper. It has an enclosure alongside a circular pond of dirty brown water, and if you're dealing with brown water and a snapper, I think you can guess what's in there.
Bio, you might want to watch your mic. We're hearing your background audio.
Mm-hmm.
Crap. Alright, it's gonna switch to push to talk.
But Shades, I think you can guess what might be in some brown water.
Oh dear.
You see it snap up a bit before it goes back in, but you'd guess that the thing is about 11 feet long. But yeah, it's a crocodile.
Where's Dundee? Out of character, of course. I say that. I wouldn't say that as a character, for God's sakes. Are you kidding me?
But as he's showing people around, he unveils what looks like a huge statue made out of green stone. But the weird thing is that when he unveils the statue, a few people look a bit uncomfortable, and hang on a second. Okay, there's gonna be two separate roles going on. Actually no, wait, it's not gonna be two roles. It's gonna be one. My mistake on that. Everybody roll intuition. This is going to be difficulty 2. So put
that'll
two
be
challenge
that'll
dice
be
on
an
it.
intelligence check then.
Yep.
With
Something you said.
All right, I got my roll.
same here, though I doubt it's going to help.
He goes, I know. Although you do hear him talk a bit, it says, "Yes, we found this in a temple held by the ancient lizard men. The effigy is about as long, it's about as tall as Europe from your forearm to fingertip, and it looks humanoid, but the details have been withered, so you can't really tell what it's supposed to be. But it is made of very obvious green mix of green stone and crystal. Right, so everybody got the roll?
Got the roll.
Yep.
All right. All right, let's go. Let us go in order. So, Matty?
Straight up failure.
Mike?
1 success, 1 bane, 1 righteous success, which rolled into a Sigmar's comment.
All right. Shades?
3 success, 1 bane, 1 Sigmar's comment.
All right. Bio?
Same as Matty.
You recall the now Mike, because of your heritage, you instantly know what this is. And Shades, you recall this from reading some of the notes that Alwyn had left you before she had to head to Ostermark. And judging by how Conrad Maurer looks a little bit uncomfortable seeing that, and immediately wants to look away. You know what this is. But it's one of those cases where even though you know what it is, it's a bit risky to say something about it. This stuff is warpstone. At least it's made out of warpstone. That can be very dangerous. because warpstone, it can be very powerful, but also very corrupting towards magic users. Although it's rumored that some Skaven are able to use it without any problem.
I'm gonna whisper over to Nell. What is that thing?
It's been called warpstone. Magic users don't particularly like it, and it's not something that anyone should be anywhere near in a place like this.
I'm gonna take a couple steps back.
Let the gentleman let Shades talk. He was saying something.
I was just gonna whisper, Van Kaufman, you dumb bastard, what the hell are you thinking?
Okay, all right. As the show continues, and you also see things like a male rhino and a great owl that's about 4 feet tall. But one of the guests does a bit of a show of falconry, much to the applause of the other nobles, because, well, keep in mind this is that kind of era, so falconry would be one of those things. But as it goes on, okay, here's one for everybody. If you want to roll observation to notice what's about to happen, this is going to be a 4 challenge die roll.
Fuck that! I'm not even. I only have like 3 intelligence. I ain't rolling that.
Yeah,
shit.
I'm passing on that too.
I'll take it.
I'll take it.
I got a fortune die for it, and I've got five intelligence. So,
and of course, if you want to use stance die or the like, you can for this roll.
Ooh, this will work. Yes.
Yeah. Oh.
Whenever you're ready, Mildra.
All right, Matty.
No,
sorry, not Matty. Shades.
Hey, I said I wasn't rolling.
What time is it?
What time is it, Matty?
You definitely deserve this. Oh, it's monk o'clock, mother. Yeah, baby, dancing in my new chair.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah, I deserve that. Okay, Shades, what do you got?
3 success, 1 chaos star, 1 righteous success that re-rolled into a boon.
All right. Mike, what do you got?
2 success, 2 banes, 1 chaos star, and 3 delay.
You didn't notice it at first, but Shades, you noticed that there is a bit of a whiff of a strong caustic smell in the air. It smells like the kind of thing you'd smell in a tannery.
So it smells like farts?
Wait a minute. I know that smell. I got a bad feeling about this, boys. Keep your eyes peeled.
I'm looking around.
At which point Hogweed makes a joke of, "There's a bad smell in the air, is there, eh? Maybe your dear Clothilda wore too much perfume this morning, eh?" At which point all the other nobles laugh, much to Clothilda's annoyance.
I'm going to glare at the jester.
Well, nobling your musings would have gotten a good laugh out of me. Unfortunately, we have to be careful.
If that jester's not careful, he's going to turn into Chuckles the fucking jester.
One of the other nobles says "Oh, don't mind it. It's probably just guano. It's probably just guano from the demigriff."
There's a demigriff.
Yeah, we already mentioned it. Remember?
Yeah.
No. Trust me, I've already smelled that damn demigriff. It's not that.
All right. Although you do see Clothilda fanning herself, but also giving the jester daggers.
In other words, she's basically turning into Lady K. She's giving him the look.
Yep.
And let me make sure. Okay. But you do hear Luminary Mowers say when it comes to the Warpstone that the effigy that is evil. It is an evil thing, and you should surrender it immediately. Von Kaufmann objects. I will do nothing of the kind. It is the pride of my collection. You have an opportunity to study it in time, or I do not wish to study it. Maurer says, I want it destroyed. Destroyed? I won't hear of it.
I walk over to what's his name, not Von Kaufmann, the other guy, and I like, listen. I agree with you wholeheartedly, but I also know how Von Kaufmann is. He's a stubborn bastard. Just work with me, and I might be able to help you get it out of his hands.
I will hold you to that, Von Brenner. But the two of them continue arguing until all of a sudden a bit of mist encompasses the area.
Ah, nuts.
And immediately I draw my pistols out, ready to go.
Everyone on guard.
You hear a bit of a click, and then a scream. When the mist finally clears, everything seems normal except you notice the cage where the demigriff was somebody picked it, because that demigriff is not in the cage.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Oh, by the Heldenhammer. Demigriffs are very dangerous.
Yeah, and it's on the loose, on the grounds, and guess who might have to fight it?
That seems to go without saying.
Okay, here's what's going to happen. This is going to be a series of athletics checks. So either agility or athletics if you got it. If one of you manages to succeed, that's going to be 1 point in its favor, because you can tell by the tracks it went into the hedge maze. So it's a matter of getting to it first.
I have athletics trained. Does that mean that means I have 2 expertise die, right? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, I have 3 characteristic and 1 fortune die.
I've got 5 characteristics.
I also have a fortune die in that too, so I'm going to put that in too.
This is going to be a challenge. This is going to be put in 2 challenge die for this.
2 challenge.
All right.
Done and
Anything
done.
else?
Yep.
Rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Rolling.
Roll.
Ooh, I like what I got.
Not bad.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right, Matty, what do you got?
4 successes, 1 boon, 1 Sigmar's Comet.
Damn.
I said I liked what I got.
Nice. Mike, what do you got?
2 successes, 1 Bane, 1 Chaos Star.
All right, not bad. Shades?
2 successes, 1 boon.
All right. Bio?
Straight success.
All right, so that's one notch. You do manage to find it, but along the way you find one of the nobles, Albrun Falk, laying in the thing. It seems like she ended up being in the Demigryph's way. And you can he is not in good shape. He's got a bit of a wound on him from probably getting scratched by the Demigryph as it ran through.
Healer.
All right. Bio, this isn't going to be a case where a healing drought is going to work. What you're going to have to do is roll a first aid check with 3 challenge dice.
Okay, first aid, 3 challenge dice. Technically, I trained this all the way to full.
Yep. So, and you'll have 1 fortune die from your specialization.
Okay, so 3 characteristic, 1 fortune die. Any challenge?
3.
Okay. 3 characteristic, 1 fortune, 3 expertise, and 3 challenge. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Rolling.
All right. What do you got?
Oh, lordy. 1 success, 1 Sigmar's Comet, 1 Chaos R, 1 righteous success rolling into a blank.
That's still enough, so you are able to at least patch her up and patch him up and send him on his way.
Run like hell now.
Right. You do hear another scream. So, in the direction towards probably where the Demigryph went. So everybody roll athletics again.
Challenge die.
It's pretty much all the same, dude.
Yep, it's going to be 2.
All right, got it.
Done.
Rolling.
Done.
Go for it.
All right, what do you got?
1 success, 3 boons.
Failure and a boon.
All right,
2 successes.
Shades.
1 success, 2 boons, and 1 chaos star.
All right, that's going to move things up a bit. And you do see a few more. And eventually you do manage to come across it. So now it's just a matter of getting the thing's attention. Anybody who's got intimidate, roll it. That's going to be difficulty 3.
I have 1 trained in intimidate. So let's see.
If you want to use fortune points, now might be a good time to do it.
I thought I had 2. I thought I put in 2 checks in intimidate. Just noticed that.
Yeah, I'm not sure why I did, because I know I did that. So this is not a fuck up on my part, and I just updated that on my end. I'm gonna fix that.
Anyway, it's fixed on my end as well. So I just
All right.
noticed that. All right, so it's 5 strength, 2 intimidate. That's 2 expertise. You said a 2 challenge die.
3.
3. Thank you. And I do have a fortune die because that is in strength. Rolling. Loading. Still loading. All right, there we go. Finally. 3 successes, 1 Bane, 1 Sigmar's Comet.
It turns around and it starts screaming. So now it is time to say it's go time. Because it's gonna start charging at you. So everybody roll initiative.
Done.
And I'm going to move him back.
Ready.
Yep.
Ready.
Rock and roll.
All right. Hang on, I need to clear the list and do that again. There, that'll work. All right, Matty, what do you got?
3 successes.
All right, Mike.
2 successes, 2 boons.
All right, Shades
3 successes.
and Bio.
2 successes.
Let me load up. Fortunately, none of the other animals got out. It was just that one. So, okay, so I gotta roll. Is it 4? Nope, it's 2 and 2. Let's see what I get. Four and two stress. So if you want to wear him down that way, you'll have an advantage. And let me just add, which means it's going first.
Is it Babu's turn?
Huh?
Is it Babu's turn? I'm sorry. He looks like Babu from Archer. It's just a picture. I'm sorry. I had to make it. It looks like an ocelot from the angle. I'm sorry. Obviously, it's bigger.
Mildra, I sent your Dave.
Go ahead. I know you
urging
want to
right
do
now.
it. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. I'm in position. Do it.
Dave!
You definitely deserve that.
Dave is strong in this one.
Yeah.
For those who forgot, a juvenile demigryph looks like this. It's still relatively young when it comes to these sorts of things, but just because it can't fly doesn't mean it's not dangerous.
I'm not even gonna say what I see in that picture.
But it is heading all the way up here. Ah, shit! I forgot about this. This is one of those problems with using hexes. I'm trying to remember how to. There we go. It's going right for you, Matty, and it's going to be using the aggressive version of Mauling Strike.
Oh, good thing I upgraded my silk, huh? Oof.
So, what is your... Alright, so it's going to be strength, 5 with 1.
Oh shit, my total defense is just 1 now? I got all that fucking armor.
Your
That
defense
armor
determines
adds to your soak.
Yeah. Basically, defense
okay.
is your ability to dodge, whereas your soak is how much you can handle. So you're more of
Never
a
mind
tank.
that.
Yeah, you're like me now.
Yeah, this time I know I could take a hit.
Okay. What's your defense? Just 1?
Just 1, but the silk is a 9. It's a
All right.
9.
So you're German now?
You want to get the Dave I just got for a bad joke?
Oh, come on, that was funny. And I'm
All right,
I'm mostly German myself, so I can get away with that joke. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
2 success, 2 boons, 1 chaos star, 1 stress. All right, 2 success. That's not enough to do. That's not enough to do the extra effect.
Yeah, it's pretty much soaked up anyway, I would assume.
Although because you got 2 boons, that mean let's see how much damage does it do. Yep, that is only 5 damage, so that's not hitting you.
Yeah.
And because he got a chaos star and he doesn't have a chaos star effect on that counts as a bane, so he suffers 1 fatigue.
Jeez,
And he's already got a stress in there too.
Yeah.
No, it was just fatigue. It can be fatigue. Oh yeah. So
He
that brings
rolled
his
the
total
natural
fatigue
stress
up to,
in there.
That brings his total fatigue up to 4.
Oh, look at it. It's tired. It's teething.
Yeah, he's gonna wear himself out at this rate.
Though I wouldn't risk it with you guys, though.
All right. That's going to be his round. And Aristeo, you're up next.
Now, Shades, part of me is Aristeo. Part of me is thinking, let's not knock it out. Let's not kill it.
Wasn't
Knock
planned.
it out. Put it back in the cage.
No, I agree. In fact, I was actually going to scare it back into running back into the cage because I've got Thundering Shot.
Ooh, good call.
So yeah, I'm gonna go for Thundering Shot for this one.
All right. Reckless.
You know it.
All right. His defense is 3. So add 3 misfortune die and 1 challenge die.
I'll go ahead and put all 4 of my points into Reckless. Rolling. Alright, let me check something here. Ooh, a bit of a cost, but it's worth it. 6 success, 2 stress fatigue.
All right, that's gonna, because it's a physical effect. That's gonna be 2 stress. But it means you hit 4. You hit 4 plus 2 damage. Fortunately, you're the. You know what? F it. We're gonna have it as the attack as fear 2. What is your? So what's your base damage on your new guns?
6.
6. All right, and they have that's Pierce 1. So it's 4. 6, 7, 8.
And obviously, we're aiming not to kill it, so.
Yep. That's at 10, that's at 10 damage. He's at not 10 damage. That's 6 damage total. Because normally it would be 8, but it's -2 because of both the pierce effect and its soak. And let's fear. So I've got to roll. Discipline. Sorry, not discipline, but willpower. He doesn't have discipline trained. So 2 and 2. That. Fear 2, so that's 2 challenge die. Hang on, let me do that. Failure, 2 Banes.
Ooh.
Which means it is now distressed, since it got inflicted with 2. It got inflicted with 2 more. It got inflicted with 2 more stress, so that brings it up to 6 stress. 6 stress total, and it is frightened.
Hey, that's what we wanted.
So you can convert 1 less characteristic die. All right, Matty, you're up. Let's see what new tricks you've got up your sleeve.
That's what I'm trying to figure out, man. I got I'd say I got a double strike and 2 cuts, and both I honestly don't want to use either one on this one. I don't want to kill it, and I get the feeling that if I succeed too well on this, I may wind up killing it. It doesn't feel appropriate. However, I do have grapple.
Okay, then.
What? I'm just putting I'm putting a demi-griff in a sleeper hold.
Oh, all right then. It's going to be athletics versus athletics or strength. So if you're going to be keep in mind that if you're going to be doing this, you're going to be adding 7 misfortune. You're going to be adding 7 misfortune die to this.
Ooh. Okay, hold on a minute
from,
here.
2 from grapple because it has a strength of 5.
Did you really think it was going to be that
7
easy?
misfortune die. All right, so what now?
I said, did you really think grappling something this big was going to be that easy?
No, no.
If you're gonna do this, you're gonna be doing an athletic strength check with 7 misfortune die and 1 challenge die.
Which is probably going to wind up as a failure, but it's worth a shot. Let's see. Athletic check. That means 2 trained. That's 2 expertise. Fortune die and strength. And you know what? I'm going to spend a fortune point, put that in there, make that 2 fortune dice. At this point, I could use it. Let's see. And grapple would be a conservative roll. Actually, no. You know what? I'm not going to do anything more than that. I'm going to grapple it. 2 fortune die. Okay, sounds like I get what I need. Rolling. Okay. Here's what I got. 2 successes, 1 Bane, 1 Sigmar's Comet.
Damn, I was expecting a lot worse.
Me too. I was expecting a straight up failure. Because at this point, I'm like, I don't want to burn my turn here. I want to try something. You know what I mean?
Okay, you said you got 2 successes. 2
successes, 1 Bane, 1 Sigmar's Comet.
All right, that is 1 more fatigue that's added, which means that you can hold the grapple for up to 5 rounds, and you do unarmed damage plus 1. Actually, it's a. But you suffer 1 fatigue.
I'll take that.
So unarmed damage is
That's
just going to be
trade.
Is just going to be your. What's your strength at?
My strength is at 5.
All right, so that's 2 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, not 2 damage. 3. All right, Falco, your turn.
Okay, let's see here.
You got some sleep potion in there?
Afraid not. I'm gonna walk over to Artisteo and use Blessing of Health.
For what?
Conservative.
For what? I don't have any. Like, what does that do?
It helps your stress or fatigue.
Oh. I wasn't that desperate for it, but I appreciate it.
I think at this point he's looking at he's not going to do too much damage either. I think
Yeah,
he's
I'm not trying to kill either.
Yeah, so at this point he's doing what he can.
Fair enough.
You need this more than anyone, friend. So let's see. Conservative, that's Invocation, which I'm trained 1 in, plus Fellowship.
All right, roll it.
Let's see. 3 characteristic, 1 conservative, 1 expertise. Rolling. Ooh! 5 success, 1 righteous success that rolls into a boon.
Nice.
Very nice.
Not bad at all, sir.
All right. So that works out to its effect. Which means it is now the Swordmaster's turn.
Okay, I move right in front of him. Draw my sword. Plant it firmly into the ground. Start chanting an ancient elfin chant. Another attack. With fast attack. That's the end day. Going mine's bigger.
Phrasing.
No. That's kind of the point with that whole thing. So no phrasing.
It's still phrasing.
Yeah, I'm with
Conservative?
them on that one. Still phrasing.
Yep, conservative or reckless.
Conservative.
All right. That's going to
Rolling.
be versus That's going to be versus willpower on my part. So, add 4 misfortune die to that roll and 1 challenge die.
4 misfortune, 1 challenge. Okay.
And keep in mind you're using intimidate and strength, not weapon skill.
Intimidate and strength. So that. So 5, so 4 and 1 on that.
Whoa. You got it?
I've got it.
All right, roll. What do you got for me?
Okay. But I had that. Okay, so it's, now I'm still can use oh, and then that does add me a fortune dice to this roll as well. It's like, yep, that's what I'm seeing. So, would be 2 fortune die or just 1 fortune die? Since I'm technically not really using my sword, but I still, it's
1.
1. Okay. All right. Yep. 3 success, 2 boons.
Nice.
All right, that means they suffered 2 more stress. How many boons?
2.
The target is now cowed.
No.
Basically until the end of its next turn, cannot convert characteristic die into reckless die. And a few more. And I'd say it's at a total of 8 stress now. If it gets up to 10, it passes out.
Maybe we should aim for that then.
All right, but now it is its turn, and it can't use Mauling Strike, and it can't use Mauling Strike yet. So it's just going to go for a melee strike, and aim it at Aristeo. Let's see, did you roll? No, you didn't roll Sigmar's Comet on that last one.
No, I did not.
All right, so it's just going to be a melee attack. What's your defense?
My defense is 1.
All right, you can only use so 5, 1. Can't use reckless. 2 misfortune. That's another one. Three successes, 1 bane. So, does 7 damage hit you?
Nope, soak is 9.
All right, that's gonna be a miss. And Aristeo, you're up.
All right. Well, the beautiful thing about Thundering Shot is it doesn't have a recharge.
Second verse, same as the
Careful not to shoot me.
Yeah, actually, no. Actually, now that I think about it, there's actually, because we're trying to stress. Oh no, wait, we're trying to stress more than fatigue, because I've got knockback shot, which could potentially fatigue them.
If you manage to now, if you do now, keep in mind that the thing you have to worry about is rolling a chaos star. For reasons I told you about before we went live, but
oh yeah, I'm well aware.
All right, so that's going to be ballistic skill and agility versus. Okay, toughness is. Here's the thing: if you're going to do that, it's going to be 5 misfortune die and 2 challenge die.
Well, in that case, why don't I go ahead and put in a fortune point in and use one of my fortune die to help this out.
All right. Rolling?
Yep. I'm just double checking
All
a
right.
couple things. And I'm also doing this reckless, that way it actually reduces my damage. So I don't accidentally kill it.
All right. All right. Got it?
Give me a sec. Give me some trouble here. Alright, here we go. 2 success, 1 boon, 1 stress, 1 righteous success rolls into another righteous success, which rolls into another boon.
All right.
God damn.
So you hit for -2 damage, and you manage to get it so that it suffers one fatigue. All right, since it's at -2 damage, that means it gets moved over here. You basically hit it in the head, and it did a tumble. Let's see, and your new pistol has two, I believe, not 2, 6 damage.
6 damage.
Okay. Only 2 damage it did.
Not surprised there. However, if I'm reading this right, since I got 2 boons, I also got a critical.
Well, I'm not. Do you really want to?
Yeah, good point. Good point.
Here's what you can do. You can either have it suffer 1 fatigue, or you can go for a critical.
I think we'll keep the fatigue. That's what we're drawing for here.
All right, 1 more crit, and it's going to pass out. Not 1 more crit, 1 more fatigue. And Whistler, it's now your turn. Which actually, since you're still grappled, I should move you over here, and because you ended up taking a tumble with it, that's going to be one fatigue on your part.
Thanks, guys.
Sorry!
You know, for this, you're buying the ale.
Fine. Just hurry up and knock the thing out so we can get it back.
I'll fix it
I'm
later.
choking it out as fast as I goddamn can.
All right, Matty, if you're gonna do the choke out, that's going to be a case of performing a stunt, which is going to be strength and athletics versus its strength. And let's see, since your strength is strength,
My strength
and
is
athletics.
5. I'm training 2, so it's 5/2. 5 crack characteristic, 2 expertise.
Yep.
I already have a fortune die.
And
With
since
athletics.
its strength is 5, so add 5 misfortune die and 1 challenge die.
Rolling. Gotta love when people watch Netflix. All right, here we go. Here's what I got. 6 successes, 2 boons, 1 righteous success, which turned into a blank.
Okay, you managed to get the requisite 3, and also you recover that 1 fatigue that you had suffered. And
So I'm back down to 1.
Yep. That is enough to put that last bit of fatigue, and so you have effectively put him to sleep.
Feel like Roddy Piper.
So as you lay it down, you can, and it's
I go.
cold.
Shh. Calm down.
Whistler, over here for a second.
All right. As the dust settles, you on the way back, you do see one of the other nobles, Giselbert, who seems to have tried to chase after you, and he's coughing. Doesn't look to be in good shape. There was a figure, a little figure all in black. Couldn't see his face under his hood, but great stinking big yellow fangs. If anybody wants to try and heal up on him, that's going to be a first aid check of a 3 challenge die.
Falco.
Sounds like
That's
your bio.
all me.
Also, as he's doing that, I look at him like, damn it.
Who'd he kill now, damn it?
No! This was a distraction! That's all this was. He played us for a goddamn fool!
Let's see. 3 challenge, you said? Let's see, 3 characteristic, 3 expertise, 3 challenge. Rolling.
I'm gonna punch his dick out.
Oh, holy shit.
What did you get?
3 success, 1 chaos star, 1 righteous success that rolls into another righteous success, that rolls into another righteous success.
Yeah, you managed to patch him up. That's the good news. However, when you get there, you hear a bunch of noises, and it is Frederick and Conrad arguing, basically with Conrad saying, "See, I told you that was a bad idea, and you shouldn't have put it up there. Now look what's happened. It was the best prize in that whole thing. Why would I not show it?
At this point, I walk right up to them and, both of you, settle down!
And I go in there and I split them up. I was like, you speak up again, I choke people out. Understood? One at a time. What happened?
Thank you, Whistler.
Because he decided to show that thing in the daylight. It is not. All this stuff happened, and now the thing is missing. He says he points where the effigy was, and it's no longer there.
Oh, we know what the Black Cowl was after.
Damn Cowl! This was his plan all along. Played us like a bunch of fiddles.
And if anybody wants to check to see who stole it, that's going to be observation. It's going to be a 3-die challenge.
I'm on.
That's not me then.
Because I have not only trained in observation, but I have probably with the highest intelligence right now.
Yep. You're
All right, what do you got?
2 success, 1 boon, 1 chaos star, 1 righteous success, rerolled into another boon.
All right. You do notice that same smell that you smelled earlier, especially when the mist came, and just like before, there's a hint of a limestone smell. Also, you do see what looks like some of the grass has been disturbed a little ways. Following that, you see that there is a small hole a little ways in, but it gets better. Unfortunately, the hole there is smaller than a full-grown adult to go into, but you can clearly see some non-human footprints and a few claw marks.
Since Whistler's standing right next to me, I'm going to use quick wits and then heal up his fatigue.
All right.
At which I've already rolled it up, since it's 3 characteristic, 1 conservative, 1 expertise.
All right. What did you get?
4 successes, 1 boon, 7 righteous success.
Yeah, that's healed up. I've already reset the thing.
Mm-hmm. So. Okay. So with that said, Shades, roll intelligence. This is going to be difficulty 1, just straight intelligence.
Three successes.
All right, that's good. With the whole yellow fangs thing and the marks that you see, it's you don't have the details, but given what you see here and what you got from Alwyn's notes, I can say that the good news is that a wizard didn't do it. The bad news is a Skaven did it.
Damn Skavens. Must have been using them to grab the artifacts while no one could see them. He had this planned out like a genius.
Unfortunately, any further details were clouded by some of the bombs that our little thief had used to cover most of his tracks. I guess the scratches and the like were just a primitive case of a calling card.
Well, we know one thing. Cowl was someone at the party. How the hell else is he going to be pulling a Batman like that?
Yes, it narrows it down, but not enough.
Eventually things start to calm down, and the party disperses. Clothilda is a bit taken aback by everything, but is recovered because, well, keep in mind that just 2 days ago she had to deal with bandits, and now this shit.
If I'm not mistaken, you were looking for more excitement in your life, Clothilda?
I think if I want excitement again, I'll just stick to watching the theaters.
Wish I could do the
Is
same at
Debbie
this
still
point.
laying out?
But Bearfaust is of the opinion that if von Kaufmann had let a few more of his great swords into the party, this wouldn't have happened. Basically von Kaufmann, Bearfaust, and Mauer are giving each other the. They're not arguing anymore, but they're giving each other kind of the glares. And although some of the others some of the others are a few of them thought that it was part of the act, and one of them thanks you for a most entertaining day. But as things die down, Kaufman comes up to you and says, "I had hoped that things would go a little bit better than planned, and hopefully this won't completely ruin my standing among them. But it sounds like you've got bigger problems."
Yes, this situation just got a hell of a lot worse. The Cowl is up to something big. Gunpowder and now a warp stone. I don't like this at all, and he's 10 steps ahead of us. Whistler,
but alas, I am still a man of my word. Meet me at the Red Arrow office when you have time. I'll make sure that Mr. Weiss handles your payment.
Well, I guess that's something we can appreciate at the end of the day.
As things settle down and you all head back to take the trip back to Averheim and head to the Red Arrow offices, you see that he's there and he hands each of you 20 brass coins and one silver coin. A deal's a deal, and even though things didn't go as planned, I'm not going to leave this without you getting paid.
Appreciated. Though for me personally, my payment will come when that Cowl finally meets the end of my gun.
And the end of my foot.
But what does bother me is Adele. I would never invite a witch hunter, and yet she came strolling in. I could have turned and before you ask, yes, I could have very well turned Adele away, but can you imagine what might have happened if I ended up slighting her?
Yes.
You don't want to know. Trust me.
I've already heard stories about what happens with angry witch hunters who believe themselves slighted again, or even casually insulted.
As have I. Trust me, I've been around them.
Regardless, Falco, since it's part of your order, I would suggest inquiring as to why she was there.
I was exactly thinking the same thing.
Good luck with that. She's not letting anyone in her. She's not letting anyone in her near her quarters.
Oh, I think she'll let one of her fellow order near.
If not, we'll bust the door open.
Now,
Let's
Whistler.
not get to that point. Last thing we need is to have his order against us. We've got a powerful ally. I'd hate to lose him.
In that case, I will make my leave and go to see her.
Mm-hmm.
Luck be with you, friend.
Sigmar will be with you. I'll head my way over to her.
All right. So you do head over there and knock on the door, and she goes, What did I tell you? I want no. What did I tell you? Go away.
Relax, sister. It is one of your order.
Well, then, as a fellow member of my order, I order you to go away. You hear a gun click.
I'm backing away slowly.
And probably heading back to the others.
Yeah. I don't think she wants to be disturbed, Arsteo, or I would have bit the end of her gun.
I'm honestly not surprised. I would have been actually quite taken back if you had actually made some progress with that. Perhaps, but the question is, did she come here of her own will, or was she given orders to appear? That might give us a clue as to what she was doing there.
I do believe the Archlector is still in town. I could ask him.
No, he left this morning.
Curses. Maybe the priest might know.
Figure out whatever leads you can.
Just
Very
mentioning
well.
this out of character, but going to the priest is going to be a dead end because witch hunters don't tell it. Don't, as far as anyone's concerned, witch hunters' job is dealing with chaos, and that's it. And that's it. They don't. Their orders come from a higher position. So a priest of a normal temple, they're not going to know shit. The only people they give their info to are other witch hunters.
I'm left with little options here.
This Cowl is really starting to annoy me. He seems to cut us off at every turn, stays 10 steps ahead, and is leaving us holding the bag at half the points. When I find out who this son of a bitch is, he is going to regret the day he ever crossed my path.
For my foot.
As you head out, right in the streets, and I need to switch to the music a bit. Hang on a second. But you see Frederick, the skittish guy from a while ago, saying, I heard you. I heard you guys had gotten into some trouble. I'm wondering if you could help. If you could help me out.
We're listening.
It's gotten too hot in Averheim. At least too hot for my line of business. But I need your assurances that you'll be able to get me out of town safely.
Arsteo, what say you?
Truth be told, Gross, I don't know if anywhere's safe right now. Even if we can get you out of this city, whatever's going on here in Averheim has far-reaching consequences. Something dangerous is going on here, and I don't like it one goddamn bit.
I don't either. That's why I'm trying to get on the first wagon to Middelheim or Hochland as quickly as I can.
I don't blame you personally. If it were me,
I just need assurances that you can get me past the first checkpoint. After that, I'll be on my way.
We'll do what we can. Right now we have nothing else to do at this point. We have no leads to go on for our investigation. So, I assume there'll be payment involved.
There will be.
Then let's get this going. The sooner we get this over with, the sooner we can get back to work.
You head to the Red Arrow offices and get all the paperwork arranged there. Fortunately, because you know the guy who's running the place, it's not that hard. And you get that set up to leave. And that is where we're going to wrap it up for now.
Ooh. You can tell I'm really starting to get frustrated with this situation and character. Good God. Woo.
Please tell we move forward into finding out who the fuck this guy is next week.
We don't, but you will be getting a significant clue very soon.
But that's not soon enough.
Thank you.
Now, I'll have an announcement to make regarding next week, so be ready for that. But I believe it's time for the wrap-up, Mildra?
Yep. Yes, it is.
All right, in that case, thank you guys for joining us as always here on The Enemy Within. Let's talk about what's happening the rest of this week here on RVTV. Tomorrow night, Ranger Recap Live. Join me and Matty along with Easy as we talk about the latest Power Rangers news, and good God, do we have a ton of it. God help me. I've got some work to do tomorrow. And, of course, watch Classic Power Rangers episode and your emails and comments as well, so join us for that Thursday at 9. Friday, WrestleCast Live. Join Matty and TWK as they talk about the wrestling news of the week. Their review of WWE Battleground. I feel sorry for you guys.
Yeah, don't feel bad for me. I'm already dead.
So be ready for that along with your emails and comments happening Friday at 10. Saturday, it's the Helmsman with Tony Helms and the gang playing more games online for you. It's going to be wild. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be nuts. So join them for that Saturday at 5. Sunday, Tokuris Live. We'll be checking out the latest episodes of X-Aid, Q Ranger, Amazon Season 2, and Kyoryu Brave. That'll be happening Sunday at 7. Now, couple of announcements. Monday and Wednesday, I will not be streaming. Many of you know why, but for those of you who don't, I will be busy. Monday, I will be packing. Because starting Wednesday, I'm heading to Tampa for a little something. You may have heard me talk about it once or twice here and there, called MetroCon.
You know, once or twice or 1,000 times.
In almost every stream, every commercial you guys have had to put up with for the last, 3 months? I'm pretty sure I've pissed off a few people with that ad. But how many times?
Better off than on.
Hey-o.
So, yeah. There will be no Rising Sun, no Enemy Within next week. And even the week after that's questionable because, well, I'm going to be coming back first on Sunday.
So no Tokuris, folks. Don't expect that either.
Well, this coming Sunday there will be, but the week after that, no.
Yeah.
Because I will be out of town. Thank God this falls on a week where we wouldn't normally be doing Ranger Recap. That kind of cuts that problem out.
That helps a little bit.
It does. It does. So there's going to be a lot going on in the next couple of weeks. And even after that, Rising Sun might... Actually, when I get back, there's a good chance Rising Sun's going to be off the air and Shades Plays are going to be off the air for a while. Because when I get back, I got to start getting ready for MetroCon Live. So, yeah, we got a lot going on these coming weeks. But we still will have... We still have at least one stream going on, other stream going on after that. Tuesday will be Rift Down, TWK and the crew, checking out the latest SmackDown. So we still have that going on, but I want to let you know that, yeah, no Rising Sun, no Enemy Within next week. Because we got MetroCon and a lot of other things going on after that, so it's going to be insane. By the time we get finished with MetroCon, Ranger Stop will be right around the corner. Good God almighty.
Busy.
Yeah, this is con time. This is con season for RVT, really.
And for those businesses, pish posh. You're only as busy. No, Easy and I are going to Japan World Heroes at the end of the month, at the end of August.
And
Easy
then
and Mike are going to a more phenomenal expo in San Antonio.
that's going to be September 2nd and 3rd.
Yeah. And then, of course, Ranger Stop. So, busy.
Exactly. So we got a lot going on these next few weeks. But that just means we're also going to have a lot more cool stuff for you guys to check out. Again, MetroCon Live starts up not long after I get back from MetroCon. Live premieres of all of the events, along with live chats with the cast and crew. And let me tell you, those are always so much fun to watch. It's exciting to see what they have to say. So be on the lookout for those. And we're going to be doing that. In the meantime, we want to thank you guys for checking us out. If you enjoyed tonight's show and you want to support us, don't forget, we have our, my Patreon is listed in the description below. Even just $1 a month would be greatly appreciated. So be sure to, check that out, do what you can. I'll try to see if I can work on making new perks. I've been meaning to update that for a while. I just don't know what to add because I can't afford to do much. But we'll work on that. And, of course, follow us on our social media. All of our social media links are listed below. Follow us, support us, do what you can. In the meantime, I want to thank you guys for joining us as always here on RVTV. On behalf of our DM, Mildra the Monk.
My name is Mildra. I am your gaming monk. Stay fucking frosty, everybody.
On behalf of BioHybrid.
I'm BioHybrid. Shine on, you crazy diamonds.
On behalf of Mike Shell.
This Mike shall remind you to believe in Fez mode.
And on behalf of Matty Jay.
Matty Jay reminding you of professional wrestling. Support your independent promotion as soon as possible.
I'm the Shades, and we'll see you guys next time. Rock on! Special thanks to Eric Vaughn and Cure You Crimson for their Patreon donations. Donate today so you can keep these streams going.